dear students, I welcome you all to the history class. Yesterday we had covered up the last topic and we had also recapitulate whatever we had studied, okay, during our Zoom session. But our last topic was left. So today I am summarizing the last topic so that it will make you all more comfortable with this particular topic and it will help you to understand better. Thinking about time and historical periods, this is our last topic. As I had already mentioned yesterday, that time is not just passing of hours, days, months for the historians. Instead, it is the reflection, it is the reflection of social, economic, cultural and religious changes that occurred through the ages, that happened through certain time periods, through certain time beings, you can say like that. Division of past into large segment, or you can say periods, were done. It means that depending on this particular changes through the ages, there were certain division, okay, and history was divided into three periods or three parts. Why the historians had divided the history into three parts? Just to make it easy. So simple was the answer. Just to make it easy to study about time for historians, they had divided history into three parts or periods. And the division were named as Hindu, Muslim, British. Why they had used this kind of term, Hindu, Muslim, British? A question arises in our mind, isn't it? This is also very simple. Again, when we will see the history of ancient India, we will find most of the rulers of Hindu religion. And if we will look into the time period, that is 700 to 1750, the area of our study, most of the rulers were Muslims like Akbar, Delhi Sultanate. And in the modern period, that means in the period from, you can say, 18th century onwards, we were in the hands of the British government. So it shows that on the basis of this, on the basis of religion, they had done this kind of division. This division was made on the basis of religion, as I had said. This is only the reason why they had used this kind of terms. Now I hope you were clear in this. After that, there is certain, you can say, problem in this kind of division, that as a matter of fact, this division ignored the rich diversity of the subcontinent. This was the problem. Now a question, why they had ignored the rich diversity of the continent? Because they had done the division on the basis of ruler and religion. But history doesn't include only ruler and religion. It includes a wide range of, if we will see the ancient Indian society, we will find that it includes a wide range of early societies. Hunter-gatherers were there, early farmers were there, people used to live in towns and villages. If we will see the time period, medieval and modern, isn't it? So there were certain other groups of people also in the society rather than rulers and religion. So this kind of division ignored this other form of groups in the society. Therefore, such periodization was taken or were taken by only few historians. Few historians take this periodization even today, while most of them take the economic and social factor into account in order to categorize the major element of different moments of the past. The history of the past 1,000 years has seen considerable changes, like the idea of bhakti emerged. There were certain changes in Hinduism. People changed their mindset. People changed their way of worship to god and goddesses. There were also new religion like Islam, which was introduced in Indian society. So this kind of changes emerged during past 1,000 years, which is the main area of our study, because this year we will know about this only in detail. So, as a result, the 16th century, if we will look into it, we will find that 16th century was not same or similar as to the 18th century, or you can say the modern period when we were in the hands of the British government, or to the 8th or 11th century, the ancient period. There were certain, you can say, differences in the society of ancient, medieval and modern. So, it is difficult for the historians to describe the entire period as one unit. This is why historians had divided history into 3 parts. We can say like that. After that, in this particular year, you will know about how Europeans came to India when they had seen the economic advancement. Okay. After that, you will also know about the rulers, empires of medieval era like Akbar the Great, Aurangzeb, Babur, Delhi Sultanate. I hope you will enjoy this year. So, thank you and have a nice day. I have also forwarded the question answers, the exercise question answers. Please do that in your copy and submit me. Most of you have not submitted me your work. Please, students, submit me on Monday. And Monday we will start the next chapter of our history book. In that chapter, you will know about rulers. Characters will be there actually. So, bye-bye.